Naruto 603 predictions and discussion video. Alright, let's talk about Obito's eyes for a moment. I'm going to start off with a viewer comment from my 602 live reaction video that lays out something pretty well, I think. Alright, from Super Koi. Okay, so I think I got this figured out. Madara said Obito slipped through the rocks, which means Obito must have had his Mangekyo to do that. But how can a kid like him have a Mangekyo? So that's a lot of people have been asking that question. How is it possible? I mean, that's something that nobody seems to get past. But let's just see if there's an explanation we can go with. Because of Kakashi, Kakashi sees his close friend die. So Kakashi, or believes he thinks he's seeing him die. So Kakashi awakes the Mangekyo. Therefore, Obito awakens his because they're from the same person. The eyes joined because they're connected. All right, thank you, Super Hoy. Appreciate your comment. I think that is probably the best. It's basically what I said with that comment. It's probably the best explanation that I can think of. It's not a bad one. I think that it probably, I just simply can't think of a better one. And if anybody can, please leave a comment on that. But I'm going to go ahead and accept that for a reason, and I'm just going to accept it and move on. Okay. Now, so that also would explain, or at least explain enough to get him to use the ability, right, so that now he can survive. So once we've gotten past that first bit of logic that Super Hoy helped us out with, then he survives, and then Madara finds him, which is, you know, I don't know what the odds are of that, but I mean, you know, we're talking about ninjas and stuff here, so there has to be a certain level of give. So Madara finds him. Now let's go ahead, and since we've got that part up, let's go ahead and talk about the end result, now that we've got that part. Okay, what is Obito going to get his eye back from Kakashi? Is there any way that Obito can come back into the ninja world, or he's gonna, you know, the idea, okay, here the story is that Obito turns good and Kakashi's dying, and then he gives him his other eye back to repay him. But I don't think that storyline goes anywhere. The idea that, so let's go to the second thing. Let's say Naruto, right? A lot of people have been wanting him to get, you know, optical Uchiha abilities. So, but I think that if he actually did that, I mean, he is really at a ridiculous amount of abilities right now, and abilities, working with abilities, and he's got a clone that it's in this form, and it's this, and this one's in that one, and then he is extraordinarily powerful right now, and I think this would just put him above and beyond anything. So I don't think that that's going to happen. What I think is going to happen is, people have talked about the whole Anakin Skywalker thing with Obito. Well, how does that end? He ends up saving the life of his son, right? The one that turns. So this would be the end here. Obito, for whatever reason, maybe he finds out that Rin didn't die the way that that Madara told him, or that he thinks, or it may just be that, and this is a definite possibility, I think, is that Obito ends up losing to Kakashi yet again, and we all know, which has been expressed by Madara, that he does not like weakness. Weakness to him is ugly, so he can't stand it. So he may decide, since Obito's messed everything up anyway, and now he's losing at this, Madara in his infinite powerness may simply decide just to get rid of Obito. Is probably not useful to him anymore. And it's possible that through that Kakashi gets the other eye from the dying Obito. Now, what's already been expressed from 602 by Madara is that the eyes linked together are more powerful, right, as a set. It also may be, and a lot of people already think, wait a minute, Kakashi has barely enough chakra to keep one eye going. How's he going to keep two? Well, if he has the second one, just saying it may be possible that having the two are more efficient than having the one. That, and some people say, well, that sounds pretty cheap. But what I think is going to happen is that Obito's dying. He's basically going to pass on his piece of his essence, which we've seen a lot of times. As a matter of fact, go to Gaara. Gaara's mother basically died to make sure that Gaara was alive by passing on a massive amount of her essence, which made Gaara much more powerful than he would have been. Well, he made him survive, and made him much more powerful than he would have been on his own. And we've already seen a lot of instances of basically things like this happening, as far as the inheritance, the Jiraiya even from death passing on kind of a bit of his essence, and the whole thing from Tsunade was before she went into the coma with Sakura. So we've already seen stuff like this. So he may pass on, and he's a descendant from Madara, so he may be able to pass on a significant amount of power and ability, not just the eye, to kind of boost Kakashi up, because he is, I mean, in reality, he's way too weak to even be using the one eye. He has been, but as I already expressed in another video, that when they were healing him, when they were fighting the Seven Swordsmen, that the healers, from the way I read it, were not just healing them, they were actually giving them chakra. So anyway, I don't want to make this a super long video, but just getting on the points, and that's the way it could end. You could end up with Obito finally seeing how he's been deceived. Here's his friend, and Obito inside, still that great guy that he is, right? Saying, you know what, here, and kind of sort of trying to make up for what's happened, because I think he's, well, I don't want to get too far into the psychology of it, but that's a possible ending. And I'm going to go ahead and make that a prediction. Of course, that'll probably go well past 603, and as far as for 603, it definitely looks like we have to stay on with this flashback. I mean, and many people are already saying it's probably going to be several chapters, and a lot of people are actually, of course, we want the speed of the revelations to come on, but we definitely want more flashbacks. That's another comment a lot of people have made. Some people have gone, I never thought I would really intensely want a flashback. But anyway, there it is. So that's going to go. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate my new subscribers. Also, this channel in the last month and a half has really been growing, and it's great. And yes, this week I will, as I'm going to try to make it every week, do at least one video on viewer comments. And as you can see, I started off this video with an excellent comment, and I pulled that comment. Now, there's a lot of great comments, but I pulled that comment because it fit along with what I was discussing, and it put it on pretty well. Anyway, okay, wrapping up, I swear this time. Okay, thumbs up would be awesome. That would really help out the channel. And more people, if you give it a thumbs up, give them a channel to give an opportunity to take a look at this channel, draw attention to it, and see if this is a channel they want. You can always subscribe, unsubscribe. You can do anything that you want to. Until next time, take care.